Over the last few years, I have reviewed dozens of golf bags, and today I'm gonna rank my 10 favorite. These are the ones that are still available, still up to date, and the ones that I'm actually using. So as someone who reviews golf products and golf bags for a living, these are the ones I would actually buy. Let's go. Coming in at number 10 is the Stitch SL2 Make It Yours. There's a few reasons I like this bag. For one, you hardly ever see them out on the golf course. Two is it's customizable in a way that no other golf bag is. Essentially what you do is you buy the bag itself, and then you separately buy the saddle, which goes along the base of the bag, that's where you have all your storage, and then you buy the strap separately as well. What's cool about this is you can mix and match colors and styling, and Stitch has been pretty good about rolling new colorways and new options out on a regular basis. So really what this allows you to do is if down the line you find yourself getting bored, you're like, I'd like to mix it up, I'd like a new color, I'd like something a little bit different. Without having to buy a whole new bag, you can buy just the strap or just the saddle in a different colorway to make things feel new and refreshed. The downside is that this isn't a cheap bag. If you buy all three pieces together, it's $448. The good news is you can use the coupon code BE20. It'll knock 20% off, which allows you to get the bag for just under $360. And at that point, it's still a premium price, but you're getting a bag that's unique, looks cool, upgradable, and I like it more functionally than the original SL2 model. Okay, coming in at number 9 is one I haven't personally been using, but someone I am very close to has, and that is the Sunday Recess Bag. This is Sunday Golf's kids bag, and this is what my daughter uses when she goes out to play golf. It still has many of the features of the larger full-size Sunday Golf bags, but they do it in a way that's shrunk down for kids. They have a couple different size bags depending on how big your kid is, and they also have really cool colorways. Her is a checkerboard pink and white that she's actually really excited to use every time we go out and play golf. So even though this isn't a bag for me or likely for you, if there's a kid in your life that's looking for something a little bit special that's going to speak to them a little bit more, but still be really functional as an actual golf bag, I would definitely check out the Sunday Recess. And if you like the idea of the recess bag, it retails for $150, but if you click the link below, you will get a pop-up that says you're going to get a 15% discount from me. Use that and it drops the price down to around $127, which is cheap by golf bag standards, maybe a little more premium as far as a kid's golf bag, but it's one that our family has loved and one that I definitely recommend. Also, before we go too far into this video, I want to make a couple things really clear. I'm just one dude. There are dozens, if not hundreds of different golf bags out there, so there's only so many that I can test. Every single one in this video are ones that I have personally tested, personally recommend. So if there are brands and styles that you like that aren't in this video, there's a good chance that I just haven't reviewed them yet. I also tend to gravitate towards smaller brands that make more premium products. I definitely have my favorites. And because this is a list of my favorites, not necessarily just the best overall, you may or may not agree with my picks, but these are the ones that I've actually tested, these are the ones I actually use, and these are the ones that I'm personally just really excited about. So all that to say, if this list doesn't match up with your list, that's totally fine. But if you do have a bag or brand that you love, definitely drop a comment and let me know, and I'll do my very best to go check it out. Also, one last thing, if you click any of the affiliate links below or use any of these coupon codes, I may get a commission. Totally understand if you think that makes me biased. Go do your own research. Don't use the codes, don't use the links, whatever you want. But everything I do here is to help you find the right products for your needs and just giving you honest feedback on what I like, what I don't, and why that is. So with that, let's get back to the video. Coming in at number 8 on our list is one of the most iconic golf bags of all time, and that is the Ping Hoofer. When this first came out, this essentially was the blueprint for the modern carry bag, and over the years, Ping has continued to iterate on this model. There are now all sorts of different models, but going back to the classic, that is the one that I have used. It's comfortable, the straps balance well, there's plenty of storage, it's easy to carry, and at 5.5 pounds, while it's not the lightest golf bag out there, it's pretty light considering all the features that it has. The newest version retails for $290, but you can often find discounts both on that and sometimes the older models as well if you're looking on third-party retailers like Golf Galaxy or Amazon. So take a look if you find a colorway that you like. If you can find this bag for under $250, it represents a really good value. And while it might not be the flashiest bag on this list, it's still one of the most respected in the game. All right, at number 7, we have the newest bag from Jones, and that is the Utility X. Jones does such a good job of taking traditional looking golf products and marrying it with a modern style, modern flair, and modern features. The Utility X is what I would call a hybrid bag. It's a little bit bigger than their Trooper series, so it's meant to be a bag that you can carry, but you can also use it on a push cart, or you can use it on a power cart as well. So if you're someone that tends to use a push cart or a power cart and occasionally walks, I think this may be a good choice for you. So one of the things I love about this bag is despite being a bigger hybrid bag, it only comes in at 5.1 pounds, which is a pound or two less than the other hybrid bags that I've used. So the fact you're getting this full-size, full-feature bag that is still really light, so when you do want to carry, it's not going to be difficult to do so. That's one of the things that sets this bag apart from other hybrid bags. Not to mention the fact that Jones just kills it when it comes to aesthetics and colorways, and this bag is no different. This one retails at $345, which is getting to be quite a bit for a Jones bag, but if you use the coupon code BREAKING8015, it will knock 15% off, and will get that down to under $300, which makes this what I think is a really good value for a very versatile bag. Okay, coming in at number 6 is a bag that really surprised me, and that is the Sunday Ranger bag. So Sunday Golf made a name for themselves with their smaller Sunday bags. Then when they released the Rider, that was their first full-size bag, but it was still on the smaller side. And so after the success of that bag, they decided to conduct a little experiment. They went to their lead bag designer and say, design your dream bag. Money is not an issue. Put as much premium stuff in there as you want. If you could design any bag and cost was not a problem, what would it look like? And the result is the Sunday Ranger bags. So this is a model that's a little bit more elevated when you compare it to most Sunday Golf bags. So when it comes to materials on this bag, everything just feels more elevated than what we typically get from Sunday. For instance, it's got a really durable nylon ripstop that's both durable and lightweight that makes up the majority of the bag. It's got carbon fiber legs, more robust zippers, a velour lining on the straps, and an upgraded base. So even though I've been impressed with Sunday's quality lately, everything about this bag is a level above what we typically see from them. Because of that, we also see an elevated price compared to what we typically see from them as well. So the retail price on the site says $419. That's just for marketing. The regular retail price that you'll see all the time there is $399. If you then click the Sunday link below, you'll get an additional pop-up, which will save you an additional 15%, which brings the final actual price of the Ranger to about $340. And at that price, you're getting a really high quality bag that you're not going to see all that often out on a golf course, that has quality that's similar, maybe not quite up to Vessel level, but more similar to Vessel level quality for a price point that's quite a bit less. All right, coming in at number 5, we have what I think is one of the most beautiful golf bags on the market, and that is the Vessel Player Air Carbon Edition. So this is a brand new bag for 2026, and it has most of the benefits of the Vessel Player series while also using a lightweight material that makes it more comfortable to carry. At this year's PGA show, I saw this bag and was like, yes, that is the best looking golf bag I've seen in a long time, especially in the olive colorway. So they've actually changed this bag compared to the previous Player Air in a number of different ways. First off, they use a flexible carbon fiber around the handle that not only looks really cool, but it also adds more durability. They've also changed the fabric as well. So now it's a little bit more durable, a little bit more robust, but still is much lighter weight to make this bag easier to carry. I was also happy to see that they've retained some of the higher end features that Vessel is known for, like a genuine leather grab handle, a velour lining on the straps, as well as the club dividers, and overall this just feels like an extremely premium golf bag. My only real concern about it is the durability of the fabric. It does tend to show dirt a little bit more than some other materials on some other bags that I've seen, but now having played more than half a dozen rounds with it, I have found that it does clean up pretty easily with a wet towel, but this is hands down one of my favorite golf bags on the market currently. It just looks so good and the functionality is pure Vessel. Okay, number 4 on our list is another one that is in the running for best looking golf bag, and that is the Mountain Matchplay Ballistic. I think the Matchplay is one of the best looking bags on the market, and this is another one where probably because of its premium price, you just don't see all that many of them out on the course. So I first reviewed the Matchplay a couple years ago when it first came out. It came in this beautiful Kelly green synthetic leather. Well, they just recently released a new version of this bag in a ballistic nylon material that I think looks just as good. The quality on this thing across the board is excellent, and if you're the type of person who every time you go to the golf course, you want someone to walk up to you and say, oh my God, what bag is that? It looks amazing, then the Matchplay is definitely one you should consider. The downside is it comes in at $425, and at that price point, you've got a lot of really compelling options, which is probably why you don't see it out in the wild as much. That being said, there have been some slight changes to the original Matchplay that came out a couple years ago and the newest versions, both in the ballistic and the synthetic leather materials, but if you keep an eye out, you can often find that older model for significantly less money, and if you can find one of those, it becomes an excellent value for a very good golf bag. All right, now we are moving into the top 3, and at number 3, we have the Vessel Player 5 Pro. This is kind of the ultimate kitchen sink golf bag. So this is quite a bit bigger than the outgoing model, the Player 4, but the Vessel Player 5 Pro has basically everything you could ever want. The build quality is insane, it looks really good, and it's just at home on a cart as it is on your back. So when I first reviewed this bag, this was the first time I really thought about the idea of a hybrid bag, because this is bigger and heavier than some of the other Vessel models I'd had before, and that traditionally has been one of the biggest knock about Vessel bags is they're just heavy. But one of the things I've found about this bag, despite probably being the heaviest one on this list, is their equilibrium strap system is so good, it doesn't feel like the heaviest bag on this list. So the way the straps are padded, the way it balances, everything works together to just make it feel like you're carrying less weight than you are. And that's definitely something you want to keep in mind, because if you opt for the Pro version of the Player 5, you're going to have even more space, even more pockets, even more storage, and it can be very easy to, let's just say, overload it with things if you are not careful. But I found that for me, on certain trips, this is a great bag to travel with. If I know I'm going to be doing some like resort cart golf and also potentially using a push cart for some rounds, this is a bag that easily allows me to have all my camera gear, all my balls. I can shed a layer. There's space for it to put like a sweater or a sweatshirt in there. This bag is kind of a chameleon that allows you to do whatever you want with it. I will say, if you are planning to take a trip where you're planning to only carry your bag, or if you're planning to take caddies, this is not necessarily the bag I would recommend. Like I said, it is a little bit heavier, but as long as you watch what you put in it, it carries very well and it carries better than what the weight might suggest. So for those reasons, this has been one of my favorite bags I've reviewed over the last couple of years. The only downside is it doesn't come cheap. At $489, this is the most expensive bag on this list, but if you want something that can kind of do it all, look good doing it, and has excellent build quality, this is absolutely one bag I would consider looking at. Number 2 on our list is the golf bag that made me want to start carrying my clubs more, and that is the Jones Rover Stand. So this bag came out about a year and a half ago, and immediately after using it, I just wanted to carry my clubs more. It's a little bit smaller than most of the bags on this list. It's definitely smaller than the Utility X I mentioned before. It's smaller than the Trooper, which is Jones's kind of full-size carry bag. So because of that, one of the things it's done is forced me to be a little bit more minimalist. I tend to be a pack rat. I tend to put too much stuff in a bag, but using this, I take a few balls, a glove, and go out and play golf kind of the way it was meant to be. So typically when I'm using this bag, I'm not trying to work, I'm not trying to photograph anything, I'm just trying to go out and play golf and enjoy doing it. And using the Rover has just genuinely enhanced that experience. One of the things I think Jones does better than anyone is their colorways, and the Rover is no exception. There are some excellent looking versions of this bag. I also think the quilted hip pad looks really good and elevates the way this bag looks. One thing Jones does a little bit differently than everyone else is their strap system. It's one of those that you kind of love it or hate it. It's definitely not as intuitive and user-friendly as the equilibrium strap system from Vessel, but if you're someone who likes the option of using either double strap or single strap, then this strap system works really well. And the way this bag looks, the way it feels, I often just find myself going single strap with it and really enjoying carrying my clubs this way. At $290, this is a fairly expensive bag considering it's a little bit on the smaller side. It doesn't have some of the features that these other bags have, but there's two things that can help negate that. One, you can use the coupon code BREAKING8015. It will knock it down from $295 to right around $250, which makes this a little bit more of a value. But also, Jones typically has a sale page and a clearance page that is up on their website, and usually you will find at least 1 or 2 colorways of the Rover model that is on that list. For instance, as of the time of recording this video, they have a Rover in charcoal for $225, but you can use the coupon code on top of that, which drops it down to under $200. And if you can find any Jones Rover for under $200, then well, that's one of the best values on this list, and I highly recommend it. Honestly, I recommend it even at the full price, but if you can get it for like $100 less, then all of a sudden that's a really killer value. And finally, for my current favorite golf bag on the market, we are going with the Vessel Lux Stand. So I never thought I would find a bag that I like more than the Vessel Player 5 Pro until I used this one. And the way I describe this bag is it's kind of like if the Jones Rover and the Vessel Player 5 had a baby, this is what you get. So essentially the Lux Stand is kind of like if you took the Player 5 and you shrunk it down by like 20%. All of the layout things that I've grown to love about Vessel bags are all here on this bag. Along with that, all of the high-end quality and luxurious touches of Vessel bags are here on this bag as well. You're still getting that equilibrium strap system, you're getting a velour lining on the straps as well as the club dividers. You get their high-end rotator base, which is excellent, but you're getting it in a size that's much more manageable and it feels a little bit more like you're using a Jones Rover bag. Because of those premium materials, it's definitely still heavier than the Jones Rover, but it's significantly lighter than the Player 5. And as I mentioned, because the straps and the strap system are so good, it makes it feel like you're carrying less weight. So when you take a smaller bag that already weighs less, but you have the same strap system, system, all of a sudden this becomes an extremely easy and comfortable bag to carry. I think in the forest green synthetic leather colorway, it is also one of the best looking bags out there, and this is the one that I just turned to. Like when it comes to vessel bags, I never thought I would use something other than the Player series, but I've found that I really enjoyed having the smaller size. Honestly, for the same reason that I've enjoyed using the Rover. It's forced me to carry less, to bring less, to not weigh myself down, but if I do need storage, it's still there on this bag. And one other nice benefit of this bag is that while it's still a premium bag at $399, it is almost $100 less than the Player series. So $400 for a golf bag, still very much a premium bag, but if you want to know what bag I have been using the most over the last year, this is the one that I have been turning to for most of my rounds. Also, one other thing that I want to say is that caddies also love this bag. Historically, if I've been on a trip and I've had any vessel bag, caddies kind of roll their eyes and be like, oh, that's too heavy, I've now played probably 15 rounds with caddies with this bag, and I've not had a single complaint, and even in the occasions where I flat out asked them about the weight of the bag, the response has always been the same. Nah, this is great. This is super lightweight and easy to carry. And so for all of those reasons, my unexpected number one is the Vessel Lux Stand. I've continued to like this bag much more than I expected to, and unless you're playing a whole lot of cart golf, in which case I would probably lean towards a different model, I think that this will be a great bag for you if you're looking for something that looks good, has premium materials, and is going to last you a long time. So there you go. Those are my picks for my current 10 favorite golf bags on the market. And with that, I would love to hear what bag you are loving right now. Drop a comment, let me know, and I will do my best to go review it if I haven't already. With that, I hope you have an excellent day. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf products and cool golf courses. If you are not on my newsletter, what are you waiting for? I track all of the best deals in golf so that you don't have to, and a couple times a week, I send you those deals so that you never miss out on a good opportunity. You can pop on the list through the link below, and if you're not sure what video to watch next, I would go take a look at this one right here, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.